opposite of the parlor director.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli, but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible.
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that hotel. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun? Me too. I heard that the audience loved it too. And she's been receiving quite a...
Yep. And they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone.
The performance was spectacular.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe?
See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver.
Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after...
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next?
Speaking of eating, Paimon... Oh, Huta was the one who invited...
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help... You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. As for...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked, seems like it's...
Huh? Huta went to fetch... Could it be... cooking?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry...
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals. To convene here with all of you is in...
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenchao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the plot. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no? Great! You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me? When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Chef.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for a minute. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of—
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Please accept Paimon. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intent?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, and of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of—
Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk.
It wasn't as complicated.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of Demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of who—
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree?
There might be other.
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talk—
In the time of the Archon War, the Adepti vanquished the demon. That is how the border between life and—
That's right. 1 point for the— But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him. You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together.
But I didn't expect there to be so—
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy. So he's probably the most—
That's not the same. Did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat.
Huh? Guoba would do that? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before. You should know him. He's...
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that voice? Could it be?
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new, happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in?
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Genyu?
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan. I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genyu's new novel.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, you're...
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago.
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, and bards go around singing wherever—
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease.
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able—
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise. Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Oh, right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's...
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that I've heard that he's elegant and amiable.
Now you're making me a bit. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little. There's one I heard a while back that went. The old house. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative and.
I think so too. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Shincho! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, what?
I heard that Liyue getting to know other musical style. As for the font, the Iridescence tour has finally been held. Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever people are all busy watching, the festival is in full swing and to come together with all of you in a moment like this. I propose we raise a glass together.
Very well said, Mr. Now I'm getting. We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt.
You're welcome. As the host of this, considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts.
What's with the urgency?
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air.
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then.
Are you all right? It's hard. It's not that there were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. The Adepti all have their specialties. But this time... No. I didn't mean... So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit. And his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do. That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, yes, the parlor director went out of her way with the invitation. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never... Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not in...
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet. To be honest, I was kind of worried. You looked a little restless just now.
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came here. Take these.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, so I made a few when I told Guoba that I was making these for you.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu
Okay.
Alrighty, we should head back now.
I condemn you!
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon. How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense... Your dessert is all Paimon's!
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think...
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave lighting the incense will signify continuous...
I see. Perfect symbolism. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a...
But when it comes to having a way with words, I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Is this really the way this works?
It's not a big deal. Just look at her! Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition. The only heir of the famous Wan Min restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel...
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Ooh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master like...
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness, which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe.
Huh? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today.
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here. You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observation. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you. Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean... Oh, well,
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, alone. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making...
You guys! Those were genuine dumb. Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed...
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
Looks like we've come to an agreement.
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the ends. Here you go. Take the match and... It's getting late. I won't take...
Yep, the tea...
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling.
No need. I'm headed towards the heart. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime. It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later. Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid. Not you too.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present from the evidence she found and the conclusion she made. Her area of but there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and but whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, this was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean...
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. After that, it'll be time for me to go back.
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration, like No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most... Good that you're aware of that, Shell. Is there anything else you want to do?
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The events of today occurred so abruptly. Okay. I'll see you next time, then.